Hello and welcome to or back to my channel. My name is Millie, and in the beginning of this year, so January 2025, I started a small business called Millie Frilly Frills. It is now February and tomorrow I am due to sell at my first market. So it's an artisan market at a shopping centre that's not too far from me, and I am one of about 8 other sellers there. I'm really looking forward to it, but I am obviously quite apprehensive. I've never done this before. I haven't made many sales in my small business journey so far. That's my dog wanting to leave the room. Not like, wanna come up? Can you come and join me? And yeah, so I'm just nervous about how it's gonna go. Hopefully it'll be okay. It'll be fun. I paid £30 for my stall fee, so I'm hoping to at least make that back. Anyway, getting into the video. I do on this channel, I do weekly vlogs. On this channel, I do weekly vlogs of documenting my small business journey, but I thought I'd do something a little bit different today and do basically a video of everything that I'm taking to the market, so my stock, and then tomorrow whilst we're at the market I'll show you kind of everything that I've taken for my setup and kind of how I set it up. And then after the market we'll sit down and review it, how it went. Did I make any sales? Did I earn my booth feedback? Did I make any profit? What I've learned from that first market. Will I be doing anything differently? Because I have another lot of, my next lot of markets are in like 2 weeks. On the 8th and the 9th of March, I have a double market weekend. So, and then after that, I have more and more, which I'll be documenting as we go along. So let's get into it. I'll show you everything that I'm taking. I haven't I've looked at everything that I'm taking, but I haven't like sat down and wrote out like an inventory or anything. Okay, let's go. So I have it all kind of down here in front of me, and it's about, what's the time? It's 3:30 on Friday and the market is first thing tomorrow. I might end up, sorry, excuse Lottie, you're having a little itch. I might end up making a couple more things this evening and then popping them in these bags, but if I do, it obviously won't be anything crazy. So a lot of my stuff has ended up in M&S bags because we had a couple and it was just easy. These are my mystery scrunchie bags. So I have a whole bag full of little bags that all have different scrunchies in. So a range of, they're more or less all the same size, but a range of different patterns in oversized scrunchies. And I'm going to be selling them at £5 a bag, like £5 per mystery scrunchie. And then I'll actually go on to what's next to me, which is very different. Well, not very different, but these items here are why I started Millie Frilly Frills. So yeah, these are my crochet bags, and I have 4 to take. I do have another one that's ready to go. It just needs a label sewn in. I might get that ready to go. Okay, so firstly we have this multicolour crossbody, and this is £45. Then we have this denim mini bag, and this is £45 also. Then we have this navy crossbody, and that is £40. We have a large crossbody shoulder bag, and this is, I think I priced this at 55, 50 or 55. This one's my favourite, I think. And the other one that I have that needs the label putting in is like this but smaller, but yeah, I'm not sure if I'm gonna take that or not. Then the other crocheted items that I have are AirPod cases. I just have them in a box here. So we have like a khaki grey combo, a yellow and pink combo. To me, in my head, this like strawberry milkshake, and then a burgundy and pink combo. And I have one of my own in this colour, and I've had it on I keep it on my keys. I'm there for about 5 weeks now, and I love it. So I have 3 of each colour, and they are £13. I don't really know why I'm still keeping them in that box, but. And then next we have another bag full, and this is full of scrunchies. So with my scrunchies, I basically distinguish them between scrunchies with a frill and they're £6, and no, with a frill are £8 and without a frill £6. So let's show you, some are standalone and some are, there are a few of the same. We have many of these oversized red gingham. There might be more in the back. With a lace trim and a broderie anglaise trim. Really putting the frill in Millie Frilly Frills. And all that rubbish you can see behind me isn't rubbish, that's all stuff ready for the market. Some leopard print variations. I have leopard print with a brown satin trim. There was 2 of those, and then we have 4 leopard print with a red trim. And we have this leopard print is slightly different on this one, but it's with like a navy really big trim. We have a leopard print with a pink trim, print with a lacy trim. Oops. 2 brown satins with a gingham trim. So as you can see, like a few of them I've done. No, I was gonna say a few of them I've done in like combos of. So say for example, I'll show you now, red with a leopard print trim. I've done like, I've swapped the colorways. So these red ones, there is 3 of those. Then another load that we have like that are this floral and pink gingham combo, or pink gingham with a blue floral trim, and then 4 blue floral with pink gingham trim. That is a mouthful. I have 2 red stripe with pink stripe, and I love the way the red is like horizontal that way, and then the pink is vertical that way. I don't know why I really like that. We have that other red gingham that I showed you earlier, but with a lace trim. We have black satin with black broderie anglaise trim. We have 2, well, there is actually 3, but this one's a bit smaller and quite different. I might put that in the mystery bags because that's kind of the size of some of the mystery bag ones, or as I was saying, there's like more of a variation in the mystery bags. So 2 black satins, 1 cream plain one, and then 1 blue tartan. These 2 pink with this like organza trim. That is all of our scrunchies. How many do we actually have? 37 scrunchies. On the scrunchy, female scrunchies, we have scrunchy wristlets. So they're just wristlets that you can pop onto your keys, and then you can pop them on your wrist if you need to, or just use it to hold them. So we have pink gingham, 4 leopard print, 1 standalone red gingham, 4 pink floral, 2 of this strawberry florally print, 3 brown gingham, 2 blue floral, 2 pink gingham. Oh, did I say it only? Oh, I don't know whether I said I had 3 of these, but I have 4, but maybe that fell before. 2 of this like fur print, and 1 of this, I haven't known what to call this print, but it's kind of like a marbly bluey zebra print. This one was stuck at the bottom. We have a blue satin one, brown satin, 26 wristlets. And then the last lot of items we have is zip pouches. So I haven't got loads of these. These 2 kind of multi-purpose bigger zip pouches. And they have a little pocket on the front, and these are, okay, they are £13. 2 of those. Then we have coin zip purses. We have these leopard print ones, which are all in slightly different colourways, pink, and then different red combos there. So 4 of those, 3 of these florally ones, 2 of these blue zebra marble print, that I wasn't sure what to call the pattern of. And that is all my stock that I'm taking tomorrow. So I'll do a little calculation of what that equates to monetary wise, and I'll put it on the screen. And yeah, let's get on to tomorrow, where I'll be at my first market ever, and I'll show you my setup and what it all looks like, my displays and stuff. Hello, future Millie here, adding in a voiceover because the sound was really bad. Okay, so that is my scrunchie stand, and I'm probably saying that my boyfriend made it, and I'm very grateful and don't know how. And then I had these 3 baskets that I got from a lady that used to do markets, but she doesn't do markets anymore. So I have my pouches and big pouches and small coin purses in one, my AirPod cases in this one, and then at the front I have my mystery bags just laid out, and then wristlets in the other basket, and I put some pegs on top just so I could hang each one up. And then I had this stand, which was also from the lady, and I put my bags on there, and I just had to like put the big one at the front. Oh, and then I put out some sweeties because, you know, why not, and my business cards at the front. And my sign was from Vistaprint, and I just kind of like velcroed it with double-sided tape to the top. I think I was being stupid saying about a discount code, but yeah. And then the chairs that I have are just, as you can see, 2 camping chairs, and then I put on them 2 blankets that I'd already made, just kind of add to the vibe. Market is done and looking very dishevelled. I think I'm looking as dishevelled as tired I am. Words do not work. So cue a recap from a less tired, less dishevelled me, but in reality probably just as tired and dishevelled, let's be real. And yeah, let's see how it went. Hello, it is now Sunday, so the next day after the market, and let's do a deep dive into how it went. I'll start off with kind of like my thoughts, how it went, anything I learned, what are we changing differently next time, if I'll be going back, and then we'll get into the juicy bit, the numbers. I've got a few notes here, just so I remember what to talk about. Firstly, my first point is that, so this craft market wasn't a, so it was a designated craft market, but it was a craft market within a shopping centre. So I think, and I'm hoping, what I found at the craft market yesterday would be very different to what a designated craft market space will be like. So there was only 8 other vendors, so 9 vendors in total. There was a brownie, like a blondies and brownies stand, a lady that had like body lotions, then there was myself, then there was a candle lady, then there was a fudge
stall. Then there was like a sweet shop, but she also had some like crocheted and knitted baby stuff. And then there was a witchy, I think she was called like Witchy Woo. She had like crystals and stuff. And then there was a 3D printed sensory toys place. The shopping centre, I felt like it was mostly young families, so lots of families like with babies, or it was older people, like yeah, like older people walking around. I didn't, not that like I have a like a typical customer, but I feel like there are people like I'd look at and think, oh, like they have like a similar kind of style to Millie Frilly Frills, and they might be someone that's interested. I didn't see many of those people, which in a way it's kind of like that made me feel a bit better, because it's not like I saw lots of those people and then those people didn't like it or weren't interested. They just weren't really there. There were some people walking past that were like, oh, that's nice, like, oh, look at that, that's cute. But yeah, so that's my first point. Okay, something that overall my display I was happy with, and I think it worked well. It was kind of like just to the point, everything was there, you could see everything. Something that was really good was the tall scrunchy stand. That worked really, really well. I think that drew a lot of people's attention to that because you could quite easily see that. So Archie's actually going to make me another one which will be really good, but also have shelves on it and have smaller pegs that the wristlets could go on. So that's that. On topic of the wristlets, something that I learned is that some people just don't know what they are. So my sister, because my sister and her boyfriend and my nephew very kindly came, which was so nice, and my mum and her partner, which was really nice. Anyway, my sister was like, oh yeah, when you sent me one, like, I didn't actually know what it was at first, and then Archie was like, oh yeah, I didn't know what that was, and I was like, why didn't you tell me that? Anyway, so I think what I'm going to do next time is put some spare keys, like old keys that we have, on one, so people know that it's like a keychain, or maybe like a photo of it in use on there. Or even my mum said like she's got an old tablet and I could do like videos, which is something to think about. So yeah, that's that. So in terms of the other stalls, and if I think that they did well, like in comparison, because I mean, not that it's good to compare, but kind of it's good to get an idea of how others are doing, I think, just to know relatively for the whole market, like how it is. A lot of the other stall holders did say that they felt like it was quiet, but they felt like mostly they did okay despite it being quiet. Now what I noticed is the food stalls, so the fudge stand and the blondie brownie place, they weren't like run off their feet, but they consistently had a steady amount of customers. That will probably always be the case with like food stands, like especially in a shopping centre. That's the kind of thing that someone thinks, oh yeah, that's nice, like I'll pick that up. And with the fudge, like he was giving out free samples and stuff, so they were always quite busy, which I did have a sample of the strudel for one and it was well nice, but I didn't want to buy anything because I felt like if I was just like out in the shopping centre and I tried that, I'd probably be like, oh yeah, I treat myself to that. But because I was doing the market, I felt like anything that I spent would directly come, like in my head I'd be like, oh well, if I earned £10 but then spent a fiver on fudge, then I've only earned a fiver, even though that's not the case. But anyway, okay, so in terms of customers that were there, people not necessarily buying, there were still some customers that, like, some people that just came up for a chat, which was so nice. Like there was one man that came up and was like, do you make these or do you buy them in? And I was like, thank you, I make them. And I was actually crocheting at the point that he said that, and I was like, yep, handmade. So that was really nice. And he was saying how his daughter has just started crocheting and showed me like a picture of a doll that she'd made, which was really good. And I was like, I can't do that. When I made a doll, the head just flopped off. Anyway, and there were like people walking past, like even if they didn't come up, they were like, oh, that's nice, and whatnot. That was nice. And it's quite easy to feel deflated and think like, oh, I've got this stuff here but people are just walking past and they don't care. Like, is it just not worthy of like anything? Blah. But like to hear people say compliments, but even if it wasn't directly to me, to like their friends or something, was really nice. And yeah. Okay, one more thing to talk about before we get on to the next bit. I had cash payments, so I had a float, and I did SumUp. SumUp I found really, really helpful. So I haven't bothered getting a card reader because I thought for now, like, it's not worth it. I can just use it on my phone. So people could pay contactless or they could scan the QR code. Everyone that used it did contactless, so either with their tap their phone to my phone or tap their card to my phone, and it worked fine. So that is really, really convenient. I mean, I'm pretty sure that everyone has contactless, right? Even if they couldn't use contactless and they could scan the QR code, which nobody had to, but it's good to know that's an option. And then after the market as well, they've been able to go on SumUp and see like a breakdown of transactions and stuff, and I pre-put all the items in there so that I wasn't having to like calculate anything. I'd literally just click on what they bought and then press checkout and they pay, and then after it tells me all the stuff that has sold. And you can do a lot more, like you can put in your inventory and stuff, and then it'll obviously recalculate as you go along, but I didn't do that. Okay, so let's get on to the numbers. So what sold? Did I make my booth fee back? Yes, I did make my booth fee back. Did I make many sales? Not really. Okay, so as I said, someone in my family came to see me, and from them they bought 2 AirPod cases, which I felt so bad about because I was like, you know that I'd just give you like whatever you wanted, but they wanted to support me, so that was really nice. So that was £26, and that was a cash payment, and then everything else was on card. And from card I sold 5 frill scrunchies, which came to £40. Then 1 mystery scrunchie bag, which was £5. So that totals £45 I took on the card machine. So that's £45 took from SumUp. So my grand total is £71, and I'll put the breakdown of that here. My booth fee was £30, so that makes what I actually profited, but not accounting for my time or the actual cost of the materials and products, kind of £41, but really it's not, but you know what I mean. So yeah, will I go back? No. This market is on the 4th, I think it's the 4th Saturday of every month, but I don't think this market is for me. The actual shopping centre itself wasn't very busy at all. The footfall was low, and the people that were visiting, I don't think they were generally my kind of customer. So yeah, I don't think, well, I know I have no plans to go back. I'm glad I did it, and I learned a lot, and it was good to be able to get out there and practice and setting up my booth, but overall it's not going to be one that I go back to. So coming up next, on the 8th and 9th of March, I have a double market weekend, and these are craft markets, like not in shopping centres, just in different places that are set up just to be a craft market. So I'm really looking forward to those. And I can take some of the points that I've learnt and implement those into them, but I will more than likely do another video reviewing probably just how that whole weekend went. Am I going to regret doing a Saturday and a Sunday together? But yeah, that is a review. I hope that was somewhat helpful across this whole all my, like, this YouTube channel. I'm just trying to be like transparent about my journey from the complete start, like, so from nothing, from 6 weeks ago. So I hope it's kind of helpful to maybe other people that are in a similar situation. I hope this was helpful. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, please do feel free to let me know. And if you would like to follow along on my small business journey, then please subscribe and like the video and share. Do whatever you feel like, it's fine. So yeah, thank you. Bye.